What's up, nerds? Brandon here, and I got to read Green Lantern 16. Now, this book, the last couple issues, I feel like it's really been taking its sweet time, getting to the point, I guess, and it gets there in this issue. So many things happen in this. The mysterious person who has been leading Hal and Sinestro through their journey is revealed, and it is awesome. Simon Baz does something that is just incredible and thought to be impossible, and we're finally setting up for this Third Army thing. I can't wait to see what's happening next. Like I said, I was real shaky the last couple issues, just wondering what was going on, but this issue delivers. Can't say enough good things about this. You need to be reading Green Lantern. I'm giving this 5 out of 5 Nerd Skulls.
So Young Avengers finally came out this week with a new #1. I've been waiting for a new Young Avengers series for a couple of years now, and we did get kind of a half-assed one with Avengers Children's Crusade, but at the end of the series, they all decide to hang up their capes, and they realize that they're just too young to be fighting crime. In Young Avengers 1, Hulkling is going out and fighting crime on the side without anyone knowing, and Wiccan finds out. There's an argument that comes up, and obviously they're going to be fighting crime again. But the way this ends is really fun and has me wanting to read more. Jamie McKelvey art is insane in this book, and I want to read some more of that, or see some more of that. And I like him with simplistic artwork. With these characters, with kids, and you know, he doesn't make it too complex. It's just a fun ride. So check it out. I'm going to give it 4 out of 5 Nerd Skulls.
Hey guys, this is Haley, and my first comic of the week is Birds of Prey number 16. This was my first time reading this series since the New 52, and I just wasn't really impressed by it. The story in this one was about, they don't have very many people left on their team, so they're kind of trying to bring new people in, and Batgirl brings in a member of the Talon named Strix, so Black Canary isn't very happy with her for doing that. And aside from that, I wasn't really happy with the dialogue. It just felt too cliche and kind of trying too hard. I just wasn't really a big fan of this one. I'm only going to give it 2 Nerd Skulls.
Next up, I got Justice League 16, the next chapter in the Throne of Atlantis storyline, and this is awesome as well. We see Aquaman just stepping up and trying to really stop Atlantis and Earth going at it. Orm doesn't understand, anything about Earth and just gets like, why shouldn't I just kill these people? They stepped to me, I'm a king, and he's trying to explain to them, he can't do this because he's out of his mind and thinks differently. Like, Atlantis is a different place with different rules. Justice League, you can't just go around doing what you want. But they're the Justice League, and they do, and everything kind of hits the fan in this issue, but this is awesome. Some big things happen with Cyborg in this, which is cool, because I felt like he was kind of just drifting away, so I like to see that he's now going to be a major player in this story. I'm giving this 4 out of 5 Nerd Skulls. Check it out.
Hey there guys, Kibby here with my comic reviews for this week. I got to read Uncanny Avengers number 3, and what? This ends with a really, really awesome kind of twist to the story, twist to the plot. You see it coming kind of a little bit with certain characters. The Red Skull's unleashing his terror upon New York and in his crazy propaganda ways. He has a really cool scheme set up, and what he's doing to kind of turn humans against mutants, especially in Manhattan, is really awesome. It's really messed up, but it's really cool, and it happens within like 5 minutes, this entire issue, and it's just like crazy action-packed 5 minutes in Manhattan. Of course, it's a Marvel book. It's like a stereotypical Marvel book in that sense. It's really awesome, a really classic kind of story. And I got to give it 5 out of 5 Nerd Skulls just because it's a really, really, really awesome take on this. So check it out. These guys are doing a bang-up job on this book. 5 out of 5 Nerd Skulls one more time.
Hey guys, I got to read Uncanny X-Force number 1, and this was my first time reading Uncanny X-Force ever. I'm more of a DC person. I've been trying harder and harder to branch out into Marvel, so what better than with a number 1? And it was a really, really good number 1. I was really impressed by it. It's really great for this one for a female to relate to, because it's about 2 just kind of broken almost women who are just trying to build themselves back up. It's about Storm and Psylocke, and I really loved that kind of related to it, so that was really great. And then they're also trying to stop this drug lord, and then they uncover a lot of secrets, and it's just really interesting the way that it's revealed. I'm really excited to keep reading this book. I'm giving it 4.5 Nerd Skulls.
All right, I got a chance to read Bedlam number 3 this week. This book is awesome. 3 issues in, we know that in the last issue, our main character confesses to a murder that he didn't commit, but you see his motive behind that and what he's doing now that he's in police custody, and it's pretty cool. And you're just starting to see where he's going with his whole mindset. You also see some flashbacks into who he was and them, testing him or, running tests on him and stuff. This is still a really enjoyable book, and I can't wait to see more of it. I'm giving it 3 out of 5 Nerd Skulls.
Finally this week, we get Deadpool Killustrated #1, a book I've been looking forward to for a couple months now. The idea admittedly sounds stupid, but they did it right in this book. Cullen Bunn, the writer, is doing a good job and really kind of homing to stories like Moby Dick and Tom Sawyer and stuff like that. Matteo Lolli, the artwork is really fun in this book, and I want to recommend it just because the artwork, but also it's a fun ride. If you read Deadpool Kills the Universe, you know how it ended, where Deadpool kind of learns that everything is based on fiction, and something, or somewhere along the way, someone wrote everything. So he goes out in this book and he's deciding he's going to go find those writers and he's going to kill them. So he's going to go through all these different universes trying to find them, and now he's decided the best way to do that is to go to the place where these writers found most of their ammunition, and that's in books from when they were children. So Moby Dick kills him in a really cool way. So the next one's probably going to be Tom Sawyer, or maybe even Sherlock Holmes. It's a really good book, so I'm going to highly recommend it. Check it out. 5 out of 5 Nerd Skulls.
All right, guys, I also got to read before Watchmen, Minutemen #6. Last one of the series, and as I've been saying before, it's been really nice to see kind of a story that we know of, not really too clearly, but we know of, kind of what happened to Night Owl and all these other characters. And this is like one of the first issues where it really, opens your eyes as to what was really going on, explains what happened in the actual story, and there's a couple twists and things that didn't happen as they were that really shock Hollis Mason to the core, make him realize that he can't do certain things that he's been trying to do, and what we know of the past and what people in the Watchmen universe know as the past isn't exactly what it's all cracked up to be. So definitely read this issue if you want to know what that is. I got to give this book 5 out of 5 Nerd Skulls. The entire series has been just really awesome storytelling, really awesome artwork, especially Darwin Cook. I mean, he cannot go wrong. I really can't say anything else. This book was amazing. Check it out, guys.
All right, I got a chance to read Chew 31, and after the heartbreaking last issue, if you still haven't read it, I'm not going to say any spoilers yet, but something big happens, and it sucks, and we have Tony Chew. He's back. He's a lot more serious, which is awesome to see. I mean, he's taking he's seeing everything in a different light, and he's taking this a lot more serious, and it's awesome. Some cool things happen in this. Definitely sets up for the next storyline, and I mean, I like this. I feel like this book is getting that little push it might have needed. Not that I haven't always enjoyed it, but I just felt like we were building up to something, and now we're here. So pick this up if you're reading it. I'm giving it 4 to 5 Nerd Skulls.
Hey guys, I was really happy to be reading Peanuts #5, and now it's a kid's book, but I think that if you like the Peanuts characters at all, it's fun for everybody. You get to read a story that's about the Bloody Red Baron, which is always awesome. And then there were about 4 or 5 stories, and my favorite was about my favorite character, Pigpen, and he teaches Linus how to be dirty, and it's just cute. It's just an adorable book. I'm giving this book 4.5 Nerd Skulls.
A new #1 this week for me, Answer #1, written by Mike Norton and Dennis Hopeless. The book kind of seems like it would be a play on the DC character The Question, and it kind of is. This woman can solve all these incredible puzzles, and she's gotten one as a present for her birthday from her mother, and she solves it pretty much immediately, and it opens up a whole bunch of questions for this book, and I wonder what superhero will be able to answer that, none other than the answer himself. The character seems silly, and they really didn't even bring up the superhero until the end of the book, so most of it you're just reading about this woman who's really good at puzzles, and honestly, she wasn't all that boring. She was kind of fun to read about her, so I think you might need to check this book out, if not for the character, The Answer, maybe for the supporting characters. Check it out. I'm going to give it 4 out of 5 Nerd Skulls.
I got a chance to read Mars Attacks versus the Transformers, and these books are a lot of fun. I did the Ghostbusters one the other week, and this is awesome. Looks like the Autobots have finally put an end to the war with the Decepticons, and then boom, Martians show up, and it's based off the original animated series of the Transformers. So you see Sam wearing the yellow boots, and they actually talk about them, and they actually kind of poke fun at a lot of the Transformers lore, like the way the forms look and everything when they're, I don't know, it was awesome. I have a lot of fun with these books. I'm giving this 3.5 out of 5 Nerd Skulls.
Witch Doctor Malpractice number 3 came out this week, and it is a really exciting issue. Lucas Kettner always brings the really good artwork in this book, but in this issue we learn exactly how crazy Penny is on a whole new level, plus we get to see the Doctor have a truly out-of-body experience. So check it out. I'm going to give it 5 out of 5 Nerd Skulls.